Hello and welcome to Tab. Today I'm just going to be looking at a couple Am I the Asshole Reddit posts. Nothing new, really. Uh, I have been thinking about, looking into stories on some of the various cryptids around the world and, making videos about those. So leave a comment down below if that's something you would be interested in. And yeah, let's see. Am I the asshole for feeding my family a different dinner than what I ate? Sounds a bit weird. Not lending my girlfriend of 10 months 9,000 euros? Eesh. I mean, that just sounds like a smart decision. Uh, am I the asshole for snapping at my boyfriend's friend for touching my hair? By Imaginary Report. I'll read this one. It was 16 hours ago. Alright. I am a 15-year-old male man, and I'm black. And I live in a predominantly white area and go to mostly white school. And I'm pretty introverted. I have a fro, and the amount of people well, who would just up and try to start touching my hair is wild. Eesh. It's gotten to the point where it pisses me off. Reasonably so. I met my boyfriend, Colt, who is also 15, at a wrestling meet a few months ago, and I let him play with my hair and I play with his curly Jew fro. It's just kind of an intimate, soothing thing between us. Well, okay, that's sweet. We go to different schools, so we don't hang out around each other's friends a whole lot. Saturday, he was having a movie marathon with some friends, and he wanted me to come with. While there, one of his friends, some white girl named Madison, starts playing with my hair, saying it's softer than she thought. Eee. I immediately jerked back and asked her, "What the fuck are you doing?" She tells me she just wanted to see what it was like. I snapped at her and told her I wasn't a damn dog, and she got all defensive, saying that she saw Colt doing it and thought it was okay. I yelled at her and said I'm not dating her and went home. Cole came over and apologized for her, but he says I didn't have to get so upset and go off on her like that. He says people come up to him trying to touch his Jewfro to see what Jewish hair feels like all the time, and then he never took it seriously. Uh, I tell him it's kind of different and that he still thinks I overreacted. Am I the asshole? Edit just so everyone knows I'm a guy. Well, yeah, you said at the beginning of your freaking story that you were a dude. Um, no, you're not the asshole. Like, obviously, being a white guy myself, I don't know too much about racist behavior and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure that's one of them, like a microaggression or whatever they are called. Like, just don't touch people's hair. And the girl going up to you and saying she wanted to see what it feels like it feels like hair. Like, just don't touch people in general. And I don't know. I think it's a bit racist, and it should be called out. Also, I think your boyfriend should be less used to it because, again, Jew hair is just hair. People shouldn't be going up to him either and feeling his hair. That's just fucking weird, and it's othering, which is not an okay thing to do. All right. Inheritance, tuition. Uninviting people from a wedding. Let's see. Am I the asshole for cussing out my grandma? That sounds funny. Posted 15 hours ago by IDSS. Am I the asshole for cussing out my grandma after she got mad that I would not show her my package? I hope you mean mail, because otherwise that's just a very bizarre request. I, 17, live with my father and grandma, 87 foo. I got home from school today to find a package from my mother. Okay. I didn't see or talk to her often. She lives across the country and was unsure of what to expect, especially due to our strained relationship. I told my grandma that I was going to go downstairs and open it. She said that then I would just be carrying it up and down the stairs. I told her that I was going down there anyway to do my schoolwork. I am autistic, so I don't always understand implications or nonverbal cues. She told me to open it up here because she wanted to see what was inside. I was a bit uncomfortable because I wanted to do it in private, but I agreed and sat down in the living room to open it up. Already a little weird. I opened it and found some treats. I had already taken them out when my grandma came into the room. The next thing in the box, I know it's stupid, my favorite pair of socks. No. Uh, I took them out and put them in my backpack. When my grandma asked what it was, I replied it was socks. And she said that she wanted to see. Uh, I said, it's just socks, and gestured to where they were visible on top of my schoolwork. She got upset and started going on about how I wouldn't share. Was so secretive for no reason. I didn't respond because I figured she'd calm down. She left the room grumbling about me under her breath while I finished unpacking the box. I mean, your grandma just sounds like a bit of a weirdo, but for a lot of people at 84, their minds start getting a little wacky. No. Quit trying to jump on stuff. Sorry. She came back in and demanded, in an angry and raised voice, I get out because she didn't want to see me. I got up and put the food away, and she told me to get all my stuff because she didn't want it in there. I told her I'd be right back and left the room. She again started complaining about me, calling me names. I ignored her and grabbed the rest of my stuff from the room. She kept going on as I was leaving, and I finally turned around and asked, what did I even do? She told me about how I was selfish and couldn't even do something simple for her, screwed stuff up, and was impossible to live with. I snapped and yelled at her that I didn't do anything and I wasn't trying to hide anything. She got angrier and started mocking my words, waving her arms, fake crying. I lost my temper and yelled, fuck you. She yelled something back, not repeating for my own sake. Akin to maybe, not repeating for my own sake, akin to maybe this person was right for doing an abusive thing. Wow. Just last week, we were talking about my past and all the abuse I went through. And I mentioned the previously referred to behavior. I don't like talking about my childhood or past, and I've only recently started opening up about it, which is very hard for me. A big reason I have never talked about it is because I'm terrified of someone knowing I'm weak and using that against me. That said, this hurt. I yelled things like go fuck yourself and called her a bitch and went downstairs. I don't think I was the asshole before this, but I really went off on her. I'm stuck between feeling guilty and angry. I feel bad for yelling, but also feel purposely provoked. Am I the asshole? No. I mean, your grandmother is kind of abusive in her own right by being like controlling and possessive. But her mental state is probably a little weaker because she's 84 and your brain starts going downhill like after 60. So, unless you're a very healthy person, you're going to be slipping into a slow decline. And I don't know. Like, it's a cruel thing to say, but you probably won't have to deal with her for very long. Um, yeah, you're not the asshole for wanting a shred of privacy for yourself, and her starting an argument over mail that was sent to you is just fucking stupid. So, yeah, not the asshole, and I don't know, tell your grandma to chill the fuck out. Anyway, that's all the stories for today, so I'm done. Thanks for watching.